Hello YouTube and welcome back to part 13 of our Nuclear Blast Battle Royale, where today, ladies and gentlemen, after window pane last time, I felt like we needed something to possibly cheer us up a little bit, and well, we're not going to quite stop as of yet. We're going to keep on going because there's still a lot to get through in the Nuclear Blast Battle Royale, but fortunately enough, despite this being only our very first video looking into Carnifex, this is going to be a joint collaboration effort because the song features arch enemy lead singer Alicia White-Glues. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen? I haven't done an arch enemy video in so long. All I want to do is listen to Miss Glues' voice once again. She is on fire, man. I feel like it's the same thing because I have not listened to Taya Turunen for months. I'm in the mood for possibly, maybe after listening to this, I'll just listen to her cover of Ghost Love Score on once, just to cheer myself up a little bit. Because, god damn it, man, window pane is still, it stabbed a hole in my heart. That's what it did. Anyway, with all the pleasantries out of the way, if you guys want to check out the original video for yourselves, links will all be in the description down below. Let's begin. No light shall save us. In 3, 2, 1, and... Scott Hansen. Is that any relation to Mark Jansen? I hope it is. I'm sorry, man, I can't freaking do this. Alicia looks good from literally any angle. You could take a picture of any angle of her body and she will always look amazing. Because look, first off, I think you know what it is? I think it's the eyes. Look at those things will freaking stare into your soul and literally end your life. It's hence why I'm wearing protection. It looks like I don't think I've ever seen a singer who looks deadly, who looks like they could just kill you by blinking. Jesus, and again, her hair is absolutely nothing short of wow. Yeah, again, very strange way. I know it's a very weird thing to say, but I can't help it. It's what happens when I haven't seen her for months.
Souls torn, the altars of death.
damn. I'll give Carnifex this much. They freaking the style of the video as well, with the great. I love like the clashes of the sand, the bleak, the darkness of the night, the red. A very straightforward and very simple sort of like color scheme, but it pops, man. It really pops. So guys, that was No Light Shall Save Us by Carnifex. And actually, you know what? Speaking of things that stood out, you could even hear between Scott Ian Lewis and Alicia, because those two worked like they could literally speak at the exact same time, and I would have struggled telling which one was which. But maybe that's just akin to. And I guys, I know you've probably heard me say this a bunch of times before, but I still think Alicia White-Glue's voice is only comparable to that of Tatiana Chamberlain from Ginger. But I still think Alicia is better, only because I don't know. It's the choosing between Alicia and Tatiana is as simple as like choosing what side of a coin do you prefer, heads or tails. It's really dependent upon that. And actually, you know what? Speaking of heads or tails, and what I was saying before between Alicia and Scott's voice so similar to one another, I actually felt as if, like, you know what? It's how fitting it was that these two would actually, well, Alicia would collaborate on a song like this. And then, of course, the lyrics as well are not really the sort of thing I would imagine Alicia might do in Arch Enemy, but definitely something that... And I've only been listening to Carnifex for this one video, but I think I've already got a great idea what they're about. Like, these guys sound like Behemoth fans. That's what they sound like. Dark are the souls buried in the depths, drawn forth to serve, then die again. Drawn forth... is the idea like once they've, ascended to heaven, then they die again or something like that? Or maybe it's some like cruel joke that they are resurrected simply so that they can live life again on this earth, then they die again. Like some rather cruel joke, or somebody took the idea of like reincarnation and gave them like the worst possible ending. Palms carved on the altars of the dead, with one command: to hell descend. So that God can redeem them, pull them back up to the earth, just so that they can endure torment. Or maybe this is like possibly a curse by Satan, that almost like a Prometheus style curse, that you'll be resurrected only to be killed once again. But unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be like a Hercules coming around anytime soon to to slaughter the bird or to set Prometheus free. And then it gets even better as well when in the pre-chorus. We stole the stars from the sky, from the hand of God to death divine. We stole the lights from their eyes, condemning the world to eternal night. If God is not going to help them out, then they will help themselves by stealing God's light and throwing the earth into perpetual darkness. I like that word, perpetual. You'll often hear me say it. Above the earth we command the flames. In the dead of night on ravens' wings, only return when the earth is dust. No light shall save us, no light. In the light in the eyes of God, just like in the idea that I was trying to say before about Prometheus, no amount of mercy from Jupiter is going to save Prometheus. He has condemned Prometheus to living out this torment, because Prometheus' crime was to bring the flames of Olympus back down to the mortals. Instead, Scott and Alyssa have just decided to go, you know what, screw you, God, and they've taken the power for themselves. Wow. Swept away in apocalyptic rapture, death of the earth and everything after, until the oceans turn black, we might find light, but we'll never find our way back. You're not kidding. I don't particularly think God, Jupiter, or whatever is going to be particularly very happy that what's happened, and I don't particularly think they're going to show much mercy either. Then this solo that they did by this guy called Jordan Lockery, almost exactly at the point when, you know what, the lights have been turned off. But I've got to say right now, Jordan made me. It helped me at that point in the song just sort of like make me so smooth and mellow. Like I got it. I got what they were doing, and I think in the long run, and you may have already heard me talk about problems I've had with death metal before, but you know what? When it's presented in something like this, something that, well, that I could work off of, and it's not just complete, noise for the sake of noise, which is a common misconception people have when they bring up metal music at all, from non-metal fans. And this is just like another step for me going into if I'm going to learn more about death or black metal itself, then I may as well start with something that not only I'm slightly familiar with, but something that I know fine well I've enjoyed. And I've enjoyed Alicia's work 100%, definitely, absolutely. And that reminds me, I've got to be able to, at some point in the future, do something for Arch Enemy during RageCon, because I can't really just ignore them, can I? Which is all the better, actually, because I genuinely... I only found out just before we began that White Glues was involved in all this, which is a great surprise in itself, but it's even greater that I want to know if she does anything else for this album, because I think this is like the fourth song on World War X, so let's just try the first one. Does... Okay, I don't think Alicia's in this. I think she's just in that one song. But we'll try something else, like Visions of the End. Let's just to do a quick check. Okay, so possibly not. But you know what? Again, it was worth it. Also because, like I said, Scott Ian Lewis, his voice is so like Alicia's that I wouldn't be altogether surprised if Alicia was just coaching Scott was coaching Scott backstage somewhere, because my goodness, this Scott fella, he's got a lot going on. Dude, they friggin' did Carnifex did a friggin' collab with Alicia White Glues. That tells me something. So anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this reaction video. Please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section down below. Let me know what you guys thought of No Light Shall Save Us by Carnifex. Please also make sure to also like and subscribe to get daily notifications when my videos come out. And I hope to see all of you guys again in the next reaction video. Take care. Bye bye for now.